Now, recently, Papa John's owner, John Schnatter, had blamed the NFL protests started by Colin Kaepernick on his declining pizza sales. According to The Hill, Schnatter said that negative perception of the NFL since players started refusing to stand for the national anthem to protest racial inequality have ended up hurting the company's sales. Aw, millionaire has it sad. He continued by saying, the NFL has hurt us. Has hurt us. We are disappointed the NFL and its leadership did not move to resolve this. Oh, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to infringe on the players' First Amendment rights? Is that what they're supposed to do? Is that what you want them to do? Well, actually, yes. That's exactly what they want. That's what John Schnatter wants. That's what Donald Trump wants and has demanded. Now, imagine that. We have a president right now. Or think about that, right? We don't have to imagine it. It's actually happening. We have a president that demands that NFL players stand for the national anthem. That the players or that the owners take away the rights of these majority African-American players who've decided to express their First Amendment rights to protest racism and racial inequalities. That's what fascism looks like. I'm just saying. Now, finally, he said, quote, leadership starts at the top. And this is an example of poor leadership. Schnatter said, noting that he thought the issue had been, quote, nipped in the bud a year and a half ago. I thought we already took care of this problem. How dare these people actually go and kneel for the flag and kneel for the anthem? You know what that's doing to me? That is hurting my pizza sales. That's hurting my bottom line. And if there's one thing, since I'm such a good Republican, there's one thing that I can't stand, it's black people getting in the way of me making money. Do you understand how petty and ridiculous that is? But of course, John Schnatter, he is a Republican, he's very conservative, and he's a Trump guy. So this is absolutely expected of him. How dare you protest against police brutality and institutional racism? How dare you let that get in the way of my profits? Now, do you know whose profits didn't go down, by the way? Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut actually came out and said, and this was a representative on CNBC, he said, hey man, those NFL protests, they're not actually affecting our budget. Our sales aren't down. Our sales are actually up. Now, Pizza Hut has no affiliation with the NFL, which might have something to do with it. To be fair, I should say Papa John's is the pizza, the official pizza of the NFL. Again, so I guess those two brands are inextricably linked, which that's one reason that I don't really watch the NFL. I know I'm a terrible American. And I also don't eat Papa John's. But I'll get into why in a minute. But according to CNBC, Pizza Hut saw a 1% growth this quarter. Higher than expected. Ooh, they're actually doing pretty good. The company said during earnings conference call, we're not seeing any impact from any of that in our business. Yeah, maybe you've got people going away from Papa John's and actually going to Pizza Hut. But what's funny is that they had to weigh in on this. And you know what we call that? That is an open-handed slap, boy. Now, for me, my opinion is I think that people aren't buying Papa John's because it's terrible. And the other thing, of course, is John Schnatter is a famous asshole. This is a guy who wanted to charge people back in 2012 an Obamacare tax. Because how dare I pay a little bit extra so that my employee has health insurance. No, I already live in a castle with a moat. I need all that money. You know, at some point having all that money, it stops being about the money and it actually starts being about status, right? So, and John Schnatter's like, no, my status is I'm a greedy prick who lives in a castle, and I don't want to pay any more in taxes so that even if it means that my employees are actually healthier and actually more productive. Not going to happen. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass on that cost to my customers, the people that actually help me make money. Does that make any sense? No, that's the logic of a dick. But anyway, he's going to make the customer, or he was going to make the customer basically eat the cost along with this crappy pizza. And look, eating his pizza is bad enough on its own. The hell with that. Again, I don't like their pizza. I've had it before. Reminded me of cardboard. It's terrible. I was not impressed. And this was before I knew of his political beliefs, to be fair. And now, on the other side, I'm not a huge fan of Pizza Hut either, but I would take them over Papa John's any day of the week. Just saying. So not only does the owner of Papa John's have terrible political opinions, but it just feels like his pizza is cheap and tastes bad, even though it's not cheap. Papa John's, man, terrible ingredients, terrible pizza, and also racism. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.